Welcome back everybody to the Iron King Inc. YouTube channel. Well, the wait is over. We are finally restoring this Caterpillar 330BL. So we spent about 4 days completely washing this machine, digging out all of the trash out of it, and we're now starting to finally paint this thing yellow again. And I gotta warn you guys, I am not a painter, but I'm gonna try and correct all the things that I can correct within my abilities as not being a painter. So we started shooting it yellow, masked off what needed to be masked off. I did have a little run right there, a little uh-oh, so we're gonna have to sand that out and try and paint it up a little bit better. Underneath turned out pretty good. It's really laying down nice. We're using that genuine cat yellow paint. Now my goal is to paint all of this up here yellow and then let this all dry out, and then we will go with the black color scheme again. I'm really hoping that that is gonna work out with this machine. The bottom here, as you can see, we got not everything dug out of the tracks, but we got a whole lot, as much as we could, punched out of there in the rails. In here we removed as much material as we could out from underneath the track frames, and we're planning on painting all of this black underneath. So you got another run right there. I'm gonna have to sand that out and paint that again. It's quite hard to paint with the weather, so we're just doing the best that we can with the tools that we have. But it's cat paint, and that stuff is really good for painting in bad weather. Got everything sanded down, got it all smoothed out here. Sort of fan this out in here. I'm sure I'm gonna have some painters just screaming at me for what I'm doing wrong. We are gonna mask this whole mirror off here. So while we're waiting right now for the paint kind of to flash, dry out a little bit, I'm gonna show you guys what we actually picked up for this thing. I ordered all of the decals for this machine. Let's go open those up and check out what we got from the decal shop. So the magic box has shown up from the decal shop. Let's see what we got inside, because I just opened it, but I have not looked inside of what we received. Now, I always get these decals from a dude in Texas who will make these up real fast for us. I've tried going through the cat dealer, and I've done that on like newer model machines, but what happens is if you order decals for older equipment, they have to custom make it, and it can take up to 3 weeks to receive your decals. And a lot of the times they aren't right, or they'll miss one sticker, and then you have to wait a long time. So I go through this guy out of Texas, and he makes these stickers up. He has all the designs already made up, and it saves you a lot of money too. So if you're going through the cat dealer, it can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 for their decals. These decals are around $500. Quality is exactly the same, and he gets them done way quicker. So the first one, we got our big giant cat decal for the back of the counterweight. And I went with his full order, so you can order it like 2 ways. You can get just a few decals when you're touching up, or you can get the complete kit, which comes with all the warning stickers as well. And that's what we have here, is the complete kit with all of the warning stickers. So next one, these are the side panel cat decals. So these are gonna go on each side of the machine, and they're just covered in vinyl right now, so you're gonna remove this off, and then it'll be the true color. So we got our 2 side panels. This is the side panel as well, 330BL. We should have 2 of those. Yep, 2 of them. Let's see what else. See, this is what I was curious about. Aha! So it is a sticker. So if you look, this is what I was kind of concerned about, because all of that black, the different colors that were in it, is going to be really hard for us to match. But I was assuming it was a sticker, and it looks like I am correct. So these are for the size of the machine. Oh, these are the boom stickers. So these go on each side of the boom. Black and with that yellow cat logo in there. And I do like how he uses the correct old school logo for those cat decals. So we have left and right hand side here. Here's our cab sticker. So that one goes on the back of the cab. The safety stickers must be inside of this one. Oh yes. So we have all of our warning labels in here. So a few of these are going to be duplicates. These are all of our logos here for the engine compartment. So this is the maximum height for lifting. Diesel stickers, hydraulic oil for all of your tanks. Just a couple more of the swing area stickers. I've never seen this sticker before, so that's pretty cool. I'll have to find out where that goes on the machine. Is there anything else in here? I don't believe so. There's something else at the bottom of this. Yeah, some double-sided sticky tape. Something. Not sure what that is. Well, it belongs on the machine somewhere. Let me see if I can give this guy a shout out too, because if you guys are ever looking to like put stickers on your machines or whatever, I paid full price for them, but can't complain. We get a good deal every single time. It's called Express Signs Plus, and his phone number is, if you guys see here, Express Signs Plus. His phone number and his address is right there for you guys. Super good deals, and he has decals for almost any piece of equipment you can think of. And like I said, not sponsored or anything like that. He just gives me a good deal every single time I call him, so might as well spread the word. We're waiting for that machine to basically get flash dried. We'll hit it again, and hopefully we're gonna have this thing all painted up and ready to go today. And then tomorrow, we're gonna be laying all those stickers on it, which that is really gonna bring that thing to life. And for the subscriber that bought this machine, I hope that you're watching. I have an idea of all the lights on this thing. Now, I already tested them all. All the lights work, but I might do something a little bit special for you on that. So stay tuned, and it might be in another video, but I have some little upgrades that I think we're gonna do on your machine. So we're on the second coat of paint now. I think it's actually turning out pretty good. What do you think?
Doesn't look too bad to me.
Now, we got a few of the runs that we saw earlier. We still have that one we gotta sand out, but over here it was turning out pretty good. Got most of the runs out of the paint. Runs out of the back of the counterweight as well. Just slowly taking our time on it. It's really coming together. I think it's gonna look good. Boom is all finished up. I think it turned out great. Now, I know what you guys are asking. Did you service the machine? No, I have not serviced the machine yet. We could have gone both ways. I could service the machine and put filters on it and then paint it and then get overspray of everything. Or I could paint it and then service it and then scratch the paint up a little bit and then touch it up. That's the way I'm gonna go, is I'm gonna get the paint over with, let it dry, get the decals on it, and then we'll do a full-blown service on the machine after we're done with that. Was it the right choice? I don't know, could go on either way, but this is what we're doing. Paint first, then full service. So it's coming together very slowly. The tracks, that is probably one of the worst things I've had to do so far, prepping for paint. Check this out. So we're needle gunning and cleaning these track pads right now. What I'm having to do is needle gun all these out and get them the best that I can. This rock that's stuck in here, if you really hammer on it for a long time, so I think it's gonna be, it is what it is. We're gonna needle gun all this, wash it again, and then spray the bottom of the machine. But it's really coming together. It's looking pretty dang good. I'm super happy with it so far. It's not perfect, but it's way better than what it was, and I cannot wait to do the service on it, finish up the paint job, and call this thing good. So we're gonna finish up needle gunning all this, and then we're gonna paint the underneath of it. So the weather really isn't playing in our favor right now. We've actually moved the machine inside of the shop. We've painted the entire top of the machine. Now we just gotta work on the bottom. But what we're gonna do, since the whole machine is wet now, unfortunately, is we're gonna get onto the filters and servicing this tractor. That way that's all done and out of the way, and we can paint the underneath of the machine. Now I really think this thing turned out awesome. This is that color scheme we were talking about trying to keep, so we were able to keep that top color scheme. Bomba right now is working on those filters, which I showed you guys earlier that we brought in. So we're gonna get all those changed out. We were able to keep the top counterweight with that original color scheme of the tractor, and I'm super excited about the cab up here. So we were able to keep all of that original color scheme for the top. Now it looks really dirty right now. We are just fighting the weather out here. And we were washing the tracks, as you can see here. We were getting these all washed up. But unfortunately, we had this thing prepped and ready to paint yesterday. It snowed last night and then decided to rain on us. So we have all this stuff to wash again, but at least we got the paint done on the top of the machine. We'll get it serviced now, and then we'll wait for it to dry and then paint the underneath. Now, I don't think we're gonna be painting the top of the pads. Two reasons for that. First reason is it's futile trying to get all this stuff out of these used pads. So you see you get a little bit of trash right here, and you get dirt on them super easily. So I think we're gonna leave the top of the pads as bare metal, and then we're just gonna paint the bottoms. And the second this guy puts this in the dirt, it's gonna take all the paint off that anyway. So we're just gonna paint the track frames, paint the bottom of the pads, paint the under car body of this thing, and call that good. I really think this thing turned out awesome though. Paint job's definitely not perfect, but 20 feet away, someone's gonna be like, is that your unit? And you're gonna be like, yeah, that's my unit. Pretty good looking old unit here. All right, let's go get to work on this thing. I'm gonna replace this with a new one. This one doesn't seem to wanna work very well. So, kind of gets stuck. Come on out of there. Okay. Now I pulled the other strainer out of it. It was kind of broken. Brand new fuel cap. And let's open this guy up. They taped it really good. This is our strainer. Brand new strainer. Gonna set in there just like that. Brand new fuel cap. Going in. Boom. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure what was up with this one. Really doesn't want to move anymore. We also painted the top half of the machine as well. So this is all done and painted up. Top of the cab's all done and painted up. This is like a plexi kind of stuff, so you really can't do anything about that, like cleaning it with Scotch-Brite, or if someone knows a good way to clean that up, let me know. But I really don't know how we can make that shiny again because it's plexiglass. I did pre-lube this filter. That's gonna start a fight in the comment section. But if you actually look it up, the oil coming out of this is actually clean oil coming out of those oil containers. So, I'm pre-lubing this filter. Let me go hand tight. Nice. Perfect. Filter is installed. Now we have our hydraulic oil filters to change, and we have a couple fuel filters to change as well. Hydraulic oil filter. I already broke it loose with a set of pliers I had. Oh yeah. Pop that off real quick. Make a ginormous mess, because I wasn't thinking. Now I gotta open this up real fast. New filter going in. Probably tighten that guy down with a set of pliers, but not crazy tight. We're just gonna check this really quick and see what we got. It should be like new, and it is. Super good shape. It's not burned or anything. So we're gonna leave that there, and we'll just do the filters. Hydraulic fluid really doesn't go bad, so kind of what I was expecting, so I think we'll be all good there. Now I know what everyone's thinking. How do you have a heavy equipment shop and not have an electric grease gun? Well, when we were down in Nevada last time, I left my electric grease gun down there, so we have this one. So we're just gonna go and make sure everything takes grease and grease this machine up. It's a real pain, but we'll get all these pins greased up. It'll take me a little bit longer to get it all done, which that's a-okay with me. As long as I make sure everything is greased on this tractor before it leaves, won't have a problem. See, we have grease at that top pin, which is perfect. I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing down the line, making sure we have grease coming out of all of our lines. I'm gonna be Iron Man before this is all done. Oh, stay on there, you little sucker. There you go. There we go. You gotta have it like perfectly on there. I'm gonna go and check all these too. These ones go. These are your main boom pins down here. So these bottom two are your main boom pins. So we'll check that and make sure that we have grease coming out of there. Okay, let me know if you see grease. Might take a little bit. I hear things. There it goes, pushing water out. Okay. I can hear things crackling, pushing out water. Okay, there we go. You can see grease coming out right here, pushing right through that pin. Perfect. I'm glad everything's taking grease. That's how you can tell something's pretty low hours, or at least they've kept up on it, is you see that grease running right down that pin. Luckily, all the lines took grease, so that saved a lot of time. Just clean up our mess. Yeah, brand new paint. Perfect. All these pins are good. All we have left to do, because these ones did all of our main boom pins right here. These two were the bottom. So we have our main boom pin at the bottom. This one is for your bucket, stick, let's start this over. So we got all these grease, they all took grease, and I checked every single one of them. These are for your bottom boom pin. These are for your 2 lift boom cylinders. And this one is for your stick cylinder. I believe the bucket cylinder is down over there, but at least all these ones took grease and we're good to go. So we got all of our coolant drained. So now we have, what?
Is the drain closed?
I don't know, we'll find out. That's a good idea, huh? Better check and see if the drain is closed.
That other hydraulic filter goes right there.
Yeah, I see it. The drain. Where is the drain? There's the drain. Yep, drain is closed. All new coolant. It's gonna be really nice. And we did change the thermostat as well. Bomba beat me to it, though. I wanted to film doing the thermostat on it, but Bomba's too efficient. We already got it done. We have all brand new cat coolant going right in. Thermostat has changed. Now, there was nothing wrong with the thermostat, but I figured, they had a complaint supposedly of overheating, which I'd never seen that complaint because we've run it around and not had that problem. But I figured drain the coolant, do the thermostat just in case, all cat everything. That way we don't have a problem. All right, let's see how much coolant I can manage to spill in this thing. We do have the funnel. And I did check that the drain was closed. Oh yes. Fill her up. Heavy. Nice, fresh, filtered coolant. I'm so happy this thing got saved. It's a great machine. Another crazy thing, this thing has been sitting in our shop for an entire day, and it was sitting outside for an entire week. Doesn't have a single oil leak anywhere. There's nothing dripping that I can see. I'm not saying there's not going to be an oil leak, but I cannot see a single oil leak on this machine, which is crazy to me. I will say, Charlie, you did a good job if you're watching this video. Called our local cat dealer and I said, I need all the things to service 330 BL. Well, Charlie did a good job. Got the right stuff we needed. We have about, I don't know, quarter left in here, which is gonna be perfect. We filled this up and we have, if you look closely, she's right up to the top. So we have a little bit left. I only managed to spill about a quarter of it. So that's all done. Cooling system should be good to go. We'll have to run it, get it warm, open up that thermostat, check it again, but that should be the exact amount that we need. And so far, Charlie has got us all the correct parts. Can you believe that?
No.
Actually, I can. Because Charlie's pretty good. Yeah, he used to work for Central Parts Connection for a long time. But yeah, did a good job. Got all the filters so far. We do need to change the inner air filter and the outer air filter as well. But engine oil is changed, coolant's done. We're gonna inspect the final drive oil, make sure that everything looks good in there. Swing system and the hydraulic oil looks good. We'll have to check the tank, make sure that the tank is full. Hydraulic filter needs to be changed. A couple little things, and then we're gonna be wrapping this job up.
That fuel filter.
Yep, we gotta change that fuel filter down there.
That's all.
Man, this thing's turned out real good. We're gonna move it out of the shop here in a second, give it a nice clean, put the decals on the boom, and this old girl, she's brought back to life. Super excited. Let's finish this job up, get this thing outside of the shop, and take a look at it. Little piddly filter wrench, is it going to actually work? Half the time it doesn't work. Let's find out. Oh, look at that. Came right off. Excellent. Nice. Love it when a plan comes together. Let's get our fuel filter changed out. And you ready for that one? Because we're going to lose some diesel out of here. 3, 2, 1. Gotcha. Got it. Here you go. New filtre. Cat filter going in. Get rid of that NAPA one. And I'm going to install it dry. Now there's a lot of controversy about that as well, just because getting air in your fuel system and everything. But I've just found out that pumping the primer gets it going just fine. Don't have an issue there. You can always take the return off as well, and you can actually hear it in the pump when it starts hitting that bypass. I'm gonna give it one little tug, Robert, right?
No. You need to do at least 3 rotations with that.
Nope, I'm just gonna go a little bit of a tug. Still loose, still loose. Okay, perfect. Not gonna go crazy, just hard to get my hand in here. I'm gonna pump on the primer now, fill this filter up, we're gonna be good to go. New inner filter in. Gotta love a brand new cat filter. Something about a new cat filter, they just look good. Man, get that drain below to get the air out. On. Seat in there. One more. No. Sealed. New air filters done. Hydraulic filters done. Engine oil done. Antifreeze changed. What else do we got? I'm thinking about greased. We got to do a couple other pins, but we have to get the machine outside and lower the boom down and get that done. Lights. Man, we're almost done. We're really close. We checked the hydraulic, or we checked the fluid in the final drives. Good to go. Man, we're close. We got a couple little finishing touches, and we're moving this thing outside where we can all see this excavator come back to life. I am super excited to see it. For me, that's about an hour. For you guys, that's about 3 seconds. Here we go. So we are getting very close here on this excavator to rolling this thing outside. I have a little bit of reflective tape here. Now, I like reflective tape. I think it actually looks pretty good, but it also lets you see the dang tractor. If you're ever at night working on a job or something, you show up before 5 a.m., before the daylight, this is great stuff to have because you can locate the machine. I'm gonna lay some of this on there and it's gonna look awesome. I do the pressure washer out here too. We're gonna give it a quick little spray, get most of that mud and dust off when we moved it in. This thing's gonna look awesome. I'm super excited. Yep. Straight out. Let's take that boom, put the boom out, and we'll get the other stickers on it, put the lights back up, then we're pretty close to done. Watch that hose. Nailed it. I love putting stickers on. The finishing touches, it really brings these things right around. So you just gotta make sure you take your time. These bigger ones can be a kind of a royal pain in the butt. Hardest part right here. Peel it. Try and keep as many air bubbles out of it as you can. And it's gotta be straight. Get this off, it's fine. Peel it. Just the best you can. It's really hard to line these up with the way that you're on the ladder and everything, but if you try, you can get it pretty dang close. Oh, it's so close. Nice. That looks awesome. Okay. Nice and straight. Got the lights all the lights are all bolted on. Now I know I mentioned something earlier about doing some LED lights that I had. All of my lights are Deutsch connectors. So this harness is all original and it hasn't been cut up yet. The last thing I want to do is cut this dude's harness up to put some cool lights on it. So what I'm gonna do, I have some LED lights that I'm gonna throw in the cab for him, and if he wants to do that way he's got those. They're really nice Vision X lights that they're used, but we pulled them off some machines. They work great, and hopefully he's happy with that, but I don't wanna cut up that harness without those Deutsch connectors and do things that, you know, I think are cool, but he might not think are cool. So I'm gonna leave the stock lights on it, they all work. We're super close, we're gonna spray this thing off, and then take one final look at the 330 DL that we brought back to life. You're lit up. Lit up on both sides. Oh man, the final reveal. Gave it a quick little bath. We're gonna walk it right out here and take a look at what we made. Oh, I am so excited. This is loss of words. It looks awesome, and I hope this dude is super happy with this thing. Full service. I do notice we have one light not working right there, so we'll have to fix that. And I do need to grease the bottom pin, and that's it. It's done. Man, it looks good. Check this thing out. We'll do a tighten on the tracks too. Tiny bit loose. Looks pretty good. Let's put the bucket down and we'll walk around it. So I see we got one light. The windshield is open because we had to re-glue it in. Man, this thing runs so good. Well, there you guys have it. Painted, serviced, all the filters, changed the oil, changed the antifreeze, did the thermostat just in case. We greased it, we get to finish greasing it, and we gotta fix that light and clean the cab out. A couple of little things, but I'm not gonna film that on camera. We're just gonna get it done. And we did check the final drives, good to go there. This is an awesome machine, and I think this dude is gonna love this tractor. This thing is in awesome shape, and I am so glad we were able to save this thing. Just look at it. Just look at it. Oh, that was kind of the process, and I don't recommend painting outside, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I think it turned out great for what it is. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks good. So if someone drives by the job site, wherever this thing's gonna end up, they're gonna be like, it's a good looking unit. And it is. It's a good looking tractor, and I am super excited we were able to save it and turn it around, bring it back to life, and give it another chance at working hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up right here. I really appreciate you guys watching, and if you like videos like this, fixing old machines, consider subscribing to the channel. As always, my name is Quentin. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.